Hello and a very good day everyone. So today we will learn how we can create the automated calendar. So for example over here, if just say I were to click May. So when I click May, you will notice that the date changes accordingly, the days changes accordingly. At the same time, you will notice that the color also changes accordingly. So now if just say I go into poem and I put here September. So when I put September, you will notice that the data is being changed accordingly. So I just go here and go, so it's being formatted accordingly. So if just say I go and I put February, all right, so when I put February, so it shows me the dates and the days has changed accordingly. At the same time, it shows the last day of the month is 28 February. Okay, so I'm just going to go here. If just say I change to 2024, so you will notice that the data has changed accordingly, and we have an extra day which is 29 February. Okay, so now the question is how we want to create a automated calendar. All right, so let's get started. So the first thing is what you need to do is you need to list down the months. Okay, so I'm going to list down the months until December, and then I'm going to list down the year as well. So I'm going to put here equal 2020 plus 1. So I'm going to drag this down, so we have until 2031, and then I'm going to put here as the month, the year, the start date, and the end date. Alright, so this thing over here, what I'm going to do is I want to create a drop down list. So I go to data ribbon. As you can see over here, there's a data ribbon. I go to data tool section. So under the data tool section, there's an icon called data validation. So I click data validation, a box will appear. Sebuah kotak akan keluar, sebuah kotak akan dipaparkan. So dalam kotak ni kita pilih list. Okay, so you choose list, source. I'm going to highlight the entire months, and yeah, so now we'll have a drop down list, and I'm going to do the same thing, data, data tools, data validation, and I'm going to go to list, select the source, and I'm going to choose for the year, and I'm going to press OK. So now we do have the year and we do have the months as well. Okay, so now what's the next step is I'm going to create a start date. So for this we will be using date formula. Okay, I'm going to write here date formula. So the date formula is equal date, and the year is 2022, the month is September, and day is the first day, so I'm going to put 1 and close bracket. So when I press enter, you will notice that there is some error over here, hashtag value. Why is it so? Because in Excel they can recognize numbers but not words, not perkataan. So in order to do so, what I'm going to do is date, okay, and the year is 2022. So the month over here, if I select this is a words, a perkataan. So I don't want a perkataan, so I use month formula, open bracket, I select the September and 1. Why and 1? This is because we want to convert this into a number format. Close bracket, comma 1, close bracket, there you go. So now you have a date format. So if just say I were to click just say August, so you have August, 1st August 2022. So if just say I select year 2023, so you have 1st August 2023. And then here what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the end of month formula, meaning to say equal EOM, start date is the 1st August, 0 is the month, and there you go. Okay, so the moment I press enter, you will notice that the date is instead of appearing as date, it will show numbers. So in this context, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to home. I want to go to the format section or number section over here, and I'm going to format this as short date. Okay, so meaning to say if just say I were to click February, so we'll show that it starts with 1st February, ends with 28 February. But if just say I choose 2024, you will notice that there is a leap year during the calendar year 2024. Alright, so basically if just say I choose May. Okay, so May we have 31 days. So over here it will show that it has 31 days. So from here what I'm going to do, I'm going to do a automated calendar. So meaning to say I'm going to put here equal, and I'm going to use 1st May as a starting point, and then over here what I'm going to do is I'm going to use if formula, equal if. So the if formula has two scenarios, it's either true or false. So the logical test is if the 1st May is before 31st May, then what I do is I just select the 1st May plus 1. Otherwise, what I'm going to do is apostrophe, close bracket. Okay, so automatically it becomes a number format. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change it into a short date. And then over here, I'm going to use text, open bracket, apostrophe. And the format text is I'm going to use apostrophe DDD. Why D? Because D means days or date. So why 3D? So 3D will be the short form. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to do the same thing, Control R, and then I'll copy that. The next thing what I'm going to do is I just want to go to Control G, and I will go to AE or AH, and then I press 6. Okay, so you have this, Control R, and there you go. So I'm just want to pull this until the end. Okay, there you go. So now what I'm going to do is I want to make it center. I want to make it properly format. So now if just say I choose February. So when I choose just say February, so it starts with 1st February and then it ends to 29th February. So if just say over here, instead of 2024, I want to choose 2023. So 2023, and then okay, 1st February falls on Wednesday. Then the last February during the 2023 is 28th February, which falls on a Tuesday. Okay, so yeah, so now current month is September, so I'm going to put September. So the 1st September falls on a Friday, and the last month or last day of the September falls on the Saturday. Okay, so this is how we can create the automated calendar. But the next thing is how we just say I want to make a conditional formatting so that I can recognize Saturday and Sunday. So in this case, we need to use a formula named weekday. All right, so weekday, and I'm going to select the date and comma, and then if just say I put here 1, so 1 and close bracket. So this why it shows number 6, because this formula weekday, when I press formula weekday, I serial number, I select the date, comma, I just select 1 is Sunday, the 7 is Saturday. So meaning to say, if the days is a Friday, it falls number 6. It follows from the order. That means Sunday is first day, Monday is the second day, Saturday is the 7th day. So if just say I'm going to press Ctrl R, so you'll notice that this is the pattern. Meaning to say, weekday has a formula whereby the first day is Sunday, Monday is the second day, and then follow until Saturday, which is the 7th day. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a formula of OR formula, equal or weekday, open bracket. So if this one is equals to 1, weekday, and open bracket, and this thing over here equals to 7. Alright, so it's false, so I'm just going to pull this out. So if just say it falls on a Saturday, Sunday, it is true, but if it falls on a weekday, it is false. So in this context, what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this formula and I'm going to paste it in the conditional formatting. Meaning to say, I want to copy this, okay, and I want to select all this. I go to home, I go to the styles, conditional formatting, and then I go to new rule. Under the section of select rule type, I choose use formula. I'm going to paste this. So this will be the dates, and I want to press lock on the row 6. Okay, so I press F4, this is correct, and then I press the F4, so this is correct, and then I'm going to select this format of yellow color. Font, I'm going to choose as bold. I press OK, and there you go. So meaning to say, if just say I select August, so when I select August, it shows that the Saturday, Sunday is a holiday. So if just say I select May, so this is automated. So now if just say the next question is, what if just say I want, instead of appear on the day, I want it to appear on this line over here. What you can do is, you go to conditional formatting, you go to manage rule, you select this, you press edit rule. So instead of, okay, I'm going to press this, I'm just going to press OK again, and instead of applies on row 7, you can actually put until row 12, and then you press apply, and then you press OK. So meaning to say, if just say I change this to September 2023, So automatically it has changed accordingly. Now if just say I put May, so May means it will change accordingly. So this is how you can create the automated calendar. So if you have a small firm or small enterprise and you want to calculate the attendance of your employees, or you want to calculate your financial expenses, daily expenses, you can actually do this on your own.